Takeoverproduction would like to welcome you to Bring It to the Table, Colorado, a YouTube channel and podcast show that is dedicated to covering everything from entertainment, culture, relationships, sports, and more. Our aim is to get our community involved and stay involved. We have a great team that is working hard to give you the best of them in each and every story. So we encourage you as members of the community to stay involved and get our voices heard. Let's go, Colorado. Let's bring it to the table.
Hey yo, it's your boy JayDee, man. How y'all doing? So we gonna talk about this topic, man. R&B. I hear you talking about. It's not a thing. Most definitely is not a thing. Why is it not a thing? Because it's not the way it is. That's just my personal opinion. I feel like R&B right. I feel like the people, individuals, organizations do have least of justice when it comes to so therefore let me hop into this time. On the 28th and the 29th of May, I myself, JayDee, will be hosting a Dembo. I want everybody who is listening to this podcast to please go, if you hear this, spread this, sit this, share this, like, comment, need it all. Because I want you to experience the R&B that I'm pretty sure a lot of us back in the day. I'm not talking about the R&B we don't. I'm talking about the hit back to back to back to back. You know what I'm saying? We need more of that. That's what we're missing in Colorado, and that's where I'm focused. So Hey y'all, man. Welcome to the show. Straight up, man. We got some crazy topics, crazy news. But let me introduce big projects. Let me introduce myself first and foremost. My name is JayDee, man. I'll be your host. This is my project. It's called RawBerry. Welcome
to
RawBerry. We're gonna be having some crazy things going on. Crazy. We're talking about performances. We're gonna throw some events. We're going to have some interviews, host some big names. You know what I'm saying? Do a lot of footwork out here. Talk to some of the community, so on and so forth. But you know, the main focus is trying to get out here and put some more of that spotlight on the music industry out here in Colorado and bring back that feel, the authenticity of soul. You know what I'm saying? So, RawBerry got some other things coming up too. So make sure y'all tune in. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, follow, leave a comment, please.
Yeah.
Also, today I'm being joined here with the producer of Takeoverproductions.
Bring it to the table,
Colorado. Man, they got a lot of crazy and wild stories, things going on over there, man. They covering everything top to bottom, man. Y'all got to check out their page, man. They pushing some crazy, but some real life stuff out here in Colorado that a lot of people don't talk about, man. So make sure y'all tune into them stories. A lot of them people that are on there, I know personally, they have a lot of stories that I didn't know about, and you know, they blew my mind. You know what I'm saying? It changed my opinion of an individual. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all tap in, like, subscribe, follow Takeoverproduction. Bring it to the table 5280.
Yeah, all of the above.
Man.
Yeah. So what about that project you got going on, man?
So we got this project coming up, man. This gonna be my little first kickoff. Besides, you know, the podcast kicking off, we got a R&B night. We got my host over on Jimbo's in Lakewood. I really wanted to do it because really the R&B music that I've been hearing out here hasn't really been hitting the way that I remember it back when I was a kid, and I feel like someone needs to bring justice to that. So I feel that is my place to do so.
And you got the means.
And I got the means to do so. I got the venue, so I most definitely want everybody to come out, dress your best. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be soul food there. You know, who don't like to listen to R&B? So back in the day, old school R&B, old school. Let me put emphasis on it because people been putting emphasis on R&B, and they really don't know what R&B is. So old school R&B is the emphasis. We gonna have some grown time. It's gonna be a 2-day event from the 20th to the 29th May, and the doors will be open around 9:00. Make sure you bring a friend. Make sure you bring your girl. Make sure you bring someone with you, because I'm telling you, it's going to be an event you most definitely want to attend and experience, because you're going to enjoy the best of the best when it comes to the culture. So tap in. Make sure y'all follow, like, subscribe on that behalf. Also, we got to talk on this topic. So we got a lot of topics that I want to talk about on my channel, man. The world is crazy. We all know the world's crazy. A lot of things are going on out here. Women. Let's talk about it. Women.
But you said that you had said like women in Colorado, like you had said right here.
Yeah, I'm getting there. Now things out here in the world are getting crazy, and women are one of the majority of the things that are getting crazy out here in this world. So let's emphasize on that. I feel like women in Colorado are the biggest reason why the world is going a little bit crazy.
The world or just Colorado?
The world, but most definitely Colorado. Now, women blame the men out here for all types of reasons for why they are and why they do and so on and so forth. But we know when you males from outside of Colorado come to this state looking for a female that's from Colorado, I just want you to be prepared. Now, I ain't throwing shade to all the women in Colorado. You will find a jewel. You will find a jewel out here in Colorado. But listen to my words carefully, you will find a jewel. And how hard is it to find a jewel in the world nowadays? Hard, period. Very hard. So therefore, you will find a jewel amongst a bunch of coal, because they out here. There's a bunch of coal ass bitches. Now, let me put this out here. There's a bunch of coal ass niggas out here too, but there are a lot of jewels when it comes to men as well. But we on the females.
Yeah, we talk about we'll let Juicy talk about that.
Now we go. Yeah, they gonna most definitely put they 2 cents in on the West Coast.
For sure.
I don't want no smoke though, but I'm most definitely gonna put the realism in it. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to it, I've been here in Colorado my entire life. Now, I've always been a shy child growing up. And then I think in high school, you know, it left. All that shyness left. Whatever, cool. That's when I started dating. Now, I won't sit here and tell you a sob story because there isn't one. What I will tell you, though, is every single woman that I encountered and tried to be in a serious relationship with was on some bullshit.
Every single one?
Every single one was on some bullshit.
You can't say that.
I can say it on my behalf. Every single one was on some bullshit.
But the ones that you're not with was
now,
on some bullshit. Right?
Okay.
Because you're going to have to clarify that.
Okay, yeah, I'm getting there. Here you go. Let me get hyped up. Okay. So then we got the ones that I didn't never ever got with. But then I was able to see the bullshit that they had installed on other individuals. So therefore, they was on some bullshit.
Yeah.
But there are jewels, like I said. There are some individuals out here, some women out here that have a clear conscience and that have, you know, authentic reasons to be with a man. But as of right now, from what I've seen, the vast majority, yeah, it's not the case. Now, when it comes to, how do you say it? When it comes to the dating scene out here, it's very scarce. And that's another topic. We got to figure out why the hell the dating scene out here is scarce. Well, Colorado's bland as hell. That's facts. From Colorado, I love my state, but it's bland. You go anywhere else, I mean, logically anywhere else. I'm not talking about like Arizona or New Mexico.
I got a thing with people saying Colorado is bland and Colorado ain't got no flavor.
I could justify this. Let me justify. Go ahead.
Justify after this one, okay. Because I feel like, you know, when you say that type of stuff, we're not talking about a state. We're talking about the individuals in the state. Like, we make Colorado what it is. So for someone to say Colorado is this and this and that, everyone in Colorado should have an opinion about it because we make Colorado what it is. Whether it's bland or it's fast, slow, whatever it might come out to be, everyone that has a problem with the motion and movement out in Colorado, you should be looking at your own self and your community and how you can make it better, how you can make that motion, you know, for the state. Because we are the state. Because we're not talking about the landmark, right?
Right.
We're talking about the individuals, the people that make Colorado. And that's what we do at Bring It to the Table. We're trying to show that. But I understand what you're saying. And that's my opinion on it, though. Like,
absolutely. And that's the whole point of having the sit down, is to most definitely have multiple opinions on the topic. So when it comes to, I wouldn't even go to the justification portion of it, but when it comes to how I see Colorado being bland, and when it comes to individuals making Colorado what it is, and no matter what motion it's moving in, that's just Colorado. Cool. Now, we lack in a lot of areas. That's facts. We also don't have a lot of self-motivated individuals who's willing to put out Colorado the way it needs to be put out. Is that facts?
I mean, yeah, true. But at the same time, it all starts with the support.
Absolutely,
of the community.
It does.
People that's within this community.
So what are we doing as Colorado? What are we doing wrong? That we hold on. Before we get there, look at all the other states that are thriving. Texas, This is music industry. Texas, Cali, New York, Florida, there's all types of places. Nashville.
And
everywhere is blowing up. And they're well known and they're well visited from other. Now this as a tourist attraction to an extent.
Yeah.
I love my state.
But when you're talking about the motion on that end of it, it comes from the core of us, the support. All them states you just named off and they industry and they black owned supporting communities and all that, like every community that you name, every state and how they thrive in their communities of color is because of the support. All the artists and all the people that gets nationwide views and noticeable is because of they get it in their state.
Right.
They state recognize them as stars or good artists and they love their music. The state puts on for them.
So what did it go to the topic? What is it that we're doing wrong?
We don't put on for each other. I take that. I won't say that all the way because there's individuals out here that's Colorado made, and they make that a point in everything they do. You feel me? And they do it on the nationwide stage as well.
Right.
Platforms that they're able to get on to. You feel me? But at the same time, it's in the core of our state, bro. Like it's like it starts in your home.
Right.
When you're dealing with your family and you wanted them to act a certain way in public or put on and represent this household, it's the same logic.
But we can't even do that as a whole in this state.
That's where we sit down at the table.
Leads back to these women.
I mean,
that's how I look at it. A lot of these.
Well, a lot of women support. If you go out to an artist show, a local artist show, or you see anybody out here on these platforms that's pushing like a creativity and you know what I'm saying, of their own independent type of nature, I can say. A lot of their support base is women. A lot of them. A lot of us black males out here in Colorado come from that.
Right.
Is women support the household. You feel me? So a lot of their base is women. So it's a thing where the women is supportive back out here. It just comes from, I know it's got to be a bigger scale. You feel me? Yeah. It got to be a bigger scale. It got to be. I don't care where you come from. I mean, we all got our neighborhoods. We all got our ways of our growing up and shit. So when we stepping on this type of stage, it don't matter. None of that should never come into play. Just like walking the yard, bro. We don't look at the neighborhoods we come from no more because we all standing in here together as a black unit.
Right, but my whole thing is trying to figure out what our problem is.
The problem is that the core of us is not ain't looking at it like this. They're not looking at it like, okay, let's blow each other up. Let's get our likes, our subscribers, our everything from right here. And the world will see that. That's what everyone else doing. All them other states you saying.
So you say it's our promotional piece that we're lacking.
Just us as a whole. Like I don't need to be promoting on a large scale for people to get subscribed to Bring It to the Table in Kansas or out in California.
What would you? Okay,
I'm doing it right here in the state because if I get the state to back me, to come with us and lock in, then we're locked in as a community. So everything is about us.
But we need to grow outside the state as well.
Okay, but
in order for us to get there,
it starts.
We need to start here. But that's the issue
with the support.
We all here in Colorado, this state is a unit, have not been able to unify or get something going like that in order to push the beautiful creativity of this state and what it has to offer, like all these other states that I named. That's what I'm saying. Why is that the issue, and why are we still having this problem because I want it to be like that.
I think it's getting better.
Like that.
And my advice to a lot of people out there that love Colorado and love the art and everything that's come out of Colorado and want to see it on the bigger scale, my advice is for everyone to support. Like I said on my book, hey, look, it's free, bro. It's free to support. All you're doing is supporting so we can get the recognition on the larger scale. Yep. You feel me? To the world. You heard? But we can't do that individually. And that's where people in Colorado kind of fail because they try to do it just what they can. Yeah. And push it out on other states and try to, get the motion going.
Everybody's so secluded nowadays.
I'm not knocking that because it's been like that. It's the box state and everybody is boxed in and niggas don't support each other. Niggas knock your hustle and see you doing something. You got a little couple followers and niggas is on board. Other niggas is looking at you sideways. Mm-hmm. I understand all that. That comes with the territory. But those that's in it involved, just support one another. That start there. If you fuck with it and you want to see shit grow and you want to see motherfuckers get on that other level, just start supporting. That's all you do.
You got to support.
We can't solve the other mindsets of other people, individuals. It start with if you in this and you in it for real and you want to see Colorado grow, it starts with your support. Your support. We can't solve the nation, but we can do it one person at a time, right?
Right.
So one person support because they might not even feel what's going on. It just be like because you represent the state. I support other motherfuckers that ain't even from the state. Just because you represent the state, I'll support that. Right. Not asking you for your pocketbook, but we asking for a little follows and shit.
Absolutely.
Because it starts there. They ain't the solve. We don't solve the problem with that alone, but it's a start, bro.
Yeah, everybody got to start from somewhere, straight up, and that's the one thing we all got to do here as Coloradans. We got to start from somewhere to try to get us out there. You know what I'm saying? And like, I've seen way too many talented individuals just flutter away their talents because they didn't get out there like that, man. The ladies too.
JayDee, I know the ladies. I know because we started the show.
Right.
You started the show with that, with the ladies in Colorado.
Right.
I'm doubling back to it because we kind of went on something else and it all ties in because you kind of blamed it on the ladies.
No.
And I know it double. I'm bringing it back because, hey, ladies, I know y'all. I know goddamn well y'all like, hold on, this nigga just said this and this and that.
Yep.
And kind of like start talking about some other shit. Double back. Let's go back to it.
Definitely gonna elaborate it. So what I was saying, and I'm gonna continue saying, I feel like a lot of the reasons why this state's messed up, and a lot of the reasons why a lot of places are messed up, is because of a lot of the women. And a lot of the things, if you believe it or not, start with women. Men as well. But a man can only go so far without a woman. That's facts. A man needs a support system. But Colorado is most definitely not known for prosperous relationships. Let's be realistic. Relationships out here.
Why would you say that?
What you mean?
What? I don't understand that.
What do you mean? Okay, let me elaborate on that. So, when it comes to let's say successful relationships. Let me put that word. It might sound a little bit more clear. That one, successful relationships. I don't feel like Colorado has a high relationship success rating. From my opinion, from what I see, I feel like this state is very toxic when it comes to relationships. Why? I feel like majority is because of the women. That's just me. That's my opinion. I'm not saying that's everybody's opinion. I said that's for sure my opinion.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to be that guy that everybody be like, well, oh, here he goes. Mm-hmm. Nah, but it's real. I see from my experience, a lot of women have a lot of issues out here, and a lot of men have a lot of issues with the women out here, and then, you know what I'm saying, back and forth, ping pong, and then
there it goes. But you got a lot of single mothers out here with kids, raising kids. These kids grow up in society, and they don't have a father. Now, I don't have statistics in front of me, but we all know there's nothing good when it comes to a kid being raised without a father, especially a boy. Now, that's another topic we could jump into. I can get deeper with it. When it comes to that, because I was one of them children that was raised without a father, and I still don't know that man to this day. Not a lot of the majority of individuals or children that were raised like that, boys, have made it out successfully. Now, when I say made it out successfully, I mean graduated. Let's see, even graduated from high school. I was about to say college, but she graduated from high school. There's a lot of dropouts in that aspect. Yeah. A lot of them are rebellious. A lot of them have mental health issues. Yeah. A lot of them end up in prison. Yeah. Very few, after all that, become successful in life or even gain any type of a normal traction. And comes to this. We have a lot of that out here. Yeah, is that right?
Yeah, we do.
Okay. So, I'm not saying all. I'm not
blame that on the woman.
I'm not blaming it all on the woman.
There's a whole
I'm not
system
blaming
that
it
came
all
behind
on the woman
that wiped out a generation of men.
Absolutely.
You feel me?
But then it goes to this is what I'm saying. It gets deep.
It gets deep.
It gets deep because then we got to talk about child support. The reasoning to putting an individual on child support. A lot of the reasons don't even be a good reason.
See, I don't even look at like welfare
we got to.
or child support.
We
or
have to.
Like that.
It's a big aspect as to why our kids grow up to being what they are now.
How?
What you mean how?
Just because a mother is receiving.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Don't raise the child.
No. The process I'm getting. So say for instance, let me.
You going on this text?
No.
You going on the?
Listen, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. When it comes to the child support aspect, say for instance, homegirl got baby daddy.
Yeah.
They ain't been working out from the gate, but they've been trying to work it out here and now and then. She get pregnant. Okay. He wants to be in a relationship, but he doesn't want to deal with the toxic traits. So hold up. He don't want to deal with the toxic traits that she clearly doesn't want to change. So he said, you know what? I want to leave, but that he can't leave. You know why? Why? Because she threatens him with the child. You can either leave and not see your child, or you could be in your child's life. So then goes to that. A lot of that happens. You can go to that going into the same aspect as them weaponizing children, your own children, to get what they want. And if you don't, this is what's going to happen. You get the ultimatum. Now, the ultimatum is be with me or I'll put you on child support. You can go do whatever you want. That's happened a lot.
See, yeah, it happens, but that's where a man fails to realize his right as a father, because you can say all you want to about the child, and I can't be in his life or her life, whatever. But by law, I have rights. And if you assert your rights as a man and a father, then you will, you will be granted that right. So once you get them people involved, and that's what good fathers do. They don't just lay back and let it happen. They don't accept the ultimatums. They don't do that. Back in the day, my daddy, them type of niggas, they that was an excuse for him. You feel me? That was an excuse. Oh, the bitch won't let me see the kid. And really, the bitch wants you just to come and get this nigga or teach him a lesson, talk to him, help him out, and you using it as an excuse because of that past relationship, that holding on to. Oh, if you want to be here, you got to be here with the kid. If you want to see, no, a real niggas that knows what's going on, they're gonna step up to that on that legal side, and that legal side gonna shut all that down.
Now,
because that's the way they play. Now, if you look at it and you do it, if you follow the law and you play it the way they play it, the way that the system is designed, then you gonna win. You gonna be able to be the father that you want to be.
Okay. Now, here's my question. To go on that, we all know, what is this state? It's
a woman's state. For sure.
Okay. Oh. You said it. I didn't say it. Yeah. You said it.
And then,
I didn't say it. So when it comes, hold up. Wait.
It's a woman's state.
Ooh, I'm on one.
When it comes to the law,
it's a what?
It's a woman's state when it comes to the law. And
Okay.
we all know that, but that has its own different reasons too.
Now,
you know,
how much juice does the man have?
When it comes
Hold
to
up. How much juice does the man have? How much juice does the man have in the woman's state when it comes to the woman and him battling over custody of a child or children in whole?
Well, if you know your rights and you know your constitutional rights, I mean, shit, it don't matter what state you in.
So he got very little. What'd you say? If it don't matter what state?
But I say that to say this though. At the same time, I got to clean that up a little bit because these motherfuckers play dirty, and we all know how the system play.
Okay,
but I'm just saying from a logical and knowledge point of view. If you get yourself into a relationship problem with that, and it's the kids being used, if you use your rights. You assert your rights. I don't care if it's a woman's state or fucking wherever. Because I seen niggas assert their rights as parents, fathers from prison in Colorado and get granted that.
Me too.
Because they asserted themselves. You feel me? And like they say, a closed mouth don't get fed. So if you know the tools to take to assert yourself to get your rights right and you don't take it, that's a choice you made, and you're fine with not being in that kid's life. So or using it back and forth with your baby mama, and y'all going back and forth with the kid, and y'all playing them games.
Right.
You okay with that? Because any other motherfucker that's really on their shit, grown man shit, is gonna do them paperwork and get that done. Because it can get done. So niggas with felonies, niggas with, like I said, in prison is asserting those type of rights and getting it done. So
question, and this is an open discussion for everybody too. Please comment. I want all the questions, all the feedback, so I'm not hiding from none of it.
Yeah.
You hear me say something, I'm most definitely going to explain myself.
Yeah. And
I will go back and elaborate on it if you need, you know what I'm saying? I don't really mind. But I most definitely am up for debate when it comes to questions. You know, this is what this is for. This is what the platform is for. We need to bring a spotlight to all this stuff, man. This is big.
Yeah.
So here's my other question. Why statistically, the majority of the time, do the women, when it comes to custody battles, do the women get custody rights of a child?
Mainly because the nigga ain't got his shit together.
But the women usually
mama's baby, daddy maybe. That plays a factor in it. They always ask for the DNA, right? So that's always off top. Mama's baby, daddy's maybe. Let's see if this match. And then the second phase of it is who is the kid most fit better for, you know? She been there since the birth, of course. What have he done? Have he been there? Do this man have a relationship with these kids? Right. Or this kid or child, you know? So a lot of things come into factor, and that's why a lot of niggas is scared to do it, because half of them niggas ain't got it together. And
I feel like a lot of individuals most definitely have some clap back on that.
I mean,
because there'll be a lot of hardworking dads out there that got their stuff together and they get stripped of everything.
Yeah, and that's a conversation too, because the system is flawed in a lot of ways.
But it doesn't go. So there's that. The system's flawed in a lot of ways, but at the same time, then it goes to this. It goes to the women's state. The system's flawed in the women's state when it comes to men, when they want to go fight for their kids. Yeah, so how does it become easy for the man to then fight for the kid? I mean, it's an uphill battle.
The system always fails.
So then it fails the kids as well.
Yeah, they just
fails the kids and the parents.
They just felt my babe worked at a group home, right?
Yeah.
She had worked at a group home. Mm-hmm. And a young man that was there, they failed him. Like he needed help. Mm-hmm. And you know, the stereotype.
Right.
The misjudgment, the prejudgment, and sticking with that tunnel vision of an individual. And this dude he turns 18, he gets home and we don't know what happened, but somebody killed him. I don't know. I don't want to speculate, but allegedly it's supposed to be his girlfriend had killed him. Young guy, 18. His name is you know, it's a lot of stories. A lot of youth's been getting killed out here lately. So, you know, his name ain't coming to me, but I know his name. And I really want to say his name, but it ain't coming to me right offhand. But, yeah, it's a story. It's another story where the system fails.
Right.
And there's so many stories like that where the system fails. Elijah is one of them. Where the system failed, you know what I'm saying, and prejudgment, Elias.
Yeah, Elias Armstrong. You're right. I forgot about that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot with the system when it comes to the system side.
If y'all ain't heard about that story, make sure y'all check that out on Takeoverproductions too. They got that posted up. They're definitely
we
troubleshooting
still working
that one.
on things with that. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of stories. Like I said, like with my wifey, her at her job with the young man from there, and the shootings at East High, and there's a lot of things that's going on out here with the violence with the youth. So
a lot of stuff got to get uncovered because there's a lot of backdrop that comes
that's
to
what
it.
I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying. The majority system of it comes to it links to the system. It links to
back to this.
Yeah, and that's the things. That's what I'm saying. The system's failing everybody in its whole entirety.
It's a lot, but we don't want to rely just alone on that system. That's why it comes back to our community and like taking care of the home. And our home is our community. Just because they don't live in those four walls, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the ones that got multiple walls in their houses.
Shout out to y'all. But shout out to the ones that are still trying.
For sure. But you feel me?
Yeah.
They say it takes a village. We looking for just support, but we need to be spilling that same support into our community.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What we will call a system is us as elders and becoming of elders in our community. We need to be able to do that.
Hey, yo, man, it's your boy JayDee, man. Oh, man. So, Colorado, man, we're going to talk about some crazy-ass love story Colorado got for y'all. My whole life being in this state, I done heard everything, all you can possibly hear. I done probably seen all you could possibly have seen. I don't think at this point anything can surprise me, especially when it comes to a relationship. Now, there are a lot of messy women and a lot of messy niggas that live inside the state of Colorado. And there's a lot of messy women and a lot of messy niggas that live inside of any other state too. But the ones out here in Colorado are very unique. And we gonna most definitely bring them stories out. Because let me tell you, once you hear the stories, they're going to be eye-popping, jaw-dropping, And most definitely you're gonna be stopping everything you doing just to listen to this bullshit. So I most definitely need everybody to tune in, be on point, because this show is gonna be one of the hottest shows coming out of Colorado. And it's most definitely gonna bring and shine a spotlight on all the BS that these relationships have to offer out here. Now, there are some beautiful relationships going on out here in Colorado. We most definitely gonna put a light on that. But I want to get all that shit from the mud, though. You feel me? We want all that dirty shit. That's what the fuck we want. We want to hear all that grimy shit. I want to hear that shit from the homegirl party last week. What that nigga Jerome do? Ain't he with her now? Yeah, I want to hear all that shit. So if you got all them stories, make sure you put all that juicy shit on the line. We want to hear all that. Tap in, like, subscribe, follow.